welcome back to Tewkesbury. As you'll have seen in the previous footage, started more or less from where I finished off. There is a tiny section I may have left out, but it's just basically going off the bridge where I got into Tewkesbury, then doing a sort of small green section, and then walking around to where you saw me start by that bridge. So where I got off the bus in town, it would have been would have felt like a bit of a waste of time, sort of walking back to the bridge and then coming around and going back to where I started from. So anyway, I haven't missed out much. You could basically see the section that I didn't walk. Yeah, I'm glad I managed to get some photos of the flags that you see all over Tewkesbury, sort of sticking to the side of the buildings. They're, I think they're family crest flags, but I don't think I've seen that in any other town. I think it's just Tewkesbury as far as I know. They're quite interesting. If my future self who's editing this can be bothered, he might put some information on screen about those flags. Depends what mood he's in, I suppose. So yeah, anyway, I got a bus from Tewkesbury this morning to Worcester, and then Worcester I got the train back to Ashchurch, then got a bus from Ashchurch back into Tewkesbury, and then got back onto the river. It's I think it's about 20 past 11 now, so a later start than I'd normally do, but due to travel, didn't really have much of a choice. So yeah, walking to Gloucester today, and I'll be walking the next 3 days as well to finish off the Severn Way. So finishing at Bristol hopefully in a few days' time. But yeah, today is about 13 and a half miles to Gloucester. Haven't researched today's route much because quite like it being a bit of a surprise. Yeah, hopefully it's more of the same of the route from Worcester to Tewkesbury, because that was quite straightforward. A lot of the trail just went across open fields by the river. Not many deviations apart from that unfortunate one that had a roundabout. But yeah, the big thing for the next few days is rain, so if it looks very wet and very miserable these next few videos, it's because we are forecast rain for today and the next few days, so hopefully it's going to stay like this most of the day, so fingers crossed it won't be too bad. Been very lucky so far on this walk, so probably are due a bit of rain. Anyway, on we go. So I could be going mad, but I was walking along looking at the river, and something about it just seemed odd, and I think it's because the flow has changed direction. I've been trying to look up details on the Severn, the tide, and the Severn bore. And I'm pretty sure it's reverse direction, because the way I've been walking has been downstream, so it should be flowing in the other direction. So this must be the tidal bore coming from the sea, pushing up the river in that direction. So this could be a sign of the Severn bore. I think it's the wind that does it, or just the general tide of the sea. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'll keep an eye on it and see if it gets stronger, because it looks like there's definitely something going on. Well, believe it or not, this is the Severn Way. Coming out of that field, the Severn's over there. Coming out of that field, it just goes straight into dense nettles with a bit of Himalayan balsam thrown in. So, good job I'm not wearing shorts today. Literally no one can have come through here in ages. Well, maybe. It springs back up again, maybe, but it's not what I call trail maintenance, that's for sure. God, it's practically head-height nettles now. Good Lord. Okay, forget that. I think I should have come from over there. So the field I was walking in next to the river, I think I should have been on the other side of these trees and not gone through those nettles. So, my bad. There was no real clear signage though. But yeah, that explains that. It was my fault. So there you go. So the rain has settled in, I think, probably for the rest of the day. The path back there, it was quite overgrown in sections, and this last stretch has been quite a lot of litter. The path is very close to the edge, so there's not much path before you actually get to the edge, and are in danger of slipping into the river. So a bit dangerous. But yeah, not a great section, but close to Gloucester now. Only a couple of miles to the end, the Gloucester docks. So just keen to get it done and get indoors. So yeah, crack on.